Coming to you unplugged and unscripted, but I thought it was just very important that I have the opportunity to speak to you directly today. Once again, we're calling upon all of the members of the North Carolina National Guard to fulfill their commitment to selfless service. And I realize that this is a very trying time for each and every one of you, particularly as this storm approaches. I think we're all going to find this to be an unprecedented storm, one that has probably never occurred in our lifetimes before, and we can only hope and pray that we'll never experience anything like this again in the future. However, once again, just extremely proud of you, and please know that you have all of the heartfelt prayers and best wishes for you and your family, particularly as we all face the onslaught of Hurricane Florence when it comes ashore. Throughout the entire state of North Carolina, this is going to be a statewide event. There's no doubt about it. And we need everybody to jump on board and be ready to fulfill our mission. When we do, we'll be standing in a very long line of National Guardsmen that goes all the way back 400 years. It's uniquely a National Guard mission. We've been called to duty by our governor, our commander-in-chief, during times of disaster such as this. And I know that each and every one of you will respond professionally. And I know that you're going to respond courageously, and I know that you're going to respond selflessly. And again, I know the selflessness is something I have to just constantly reinforce and remind everybody, because it is not something we ever want to take for granted. We realize that you're leaving your family and your possessions and everything behind in order to answer this call. And I can't tell you just how extremely grateful I am for your service, and how extremely grateful and proud I am just to serve with each and every one of you. We don't know what's coming in the days to come ahead. We don't know the specifics. But I think that based upon past experience, we can count on the fact that this, once the storm lifts, that Hurricane Florence's effects will be with us for a very long time. So we know that we're going to be experiencing the landfall of a hurricane somewhere in the southeastern part of North Carolina, and we're going to experience some immediate high winds as associated with any hurricane. We'll experience a great deal of rain that will immediately contribute to flash flooding all throughout the state, particularly in the southeast, but quite possibly throughout the entire state. And then we have to realize that soon after that, as the waters begin to recede and collect in the river basins and start moving back east towards the ocean, flood waters will continue to rise, and more flooding will likely occur across our state. Again, impacting the very homes and the very communities that we all live in, where we all reside and where we all work. What we're asking you to do is obviously something that only people such as yourselves are willing to do, to selflessly serve, to take care of our fellow citizens, take care of our families and our neighbors. Again, uniquely National Guard. We have a vested interest in the outcome of this, and I know that I can count on each and every one of you realizing that and shouldering up to the task that's ahead of us, whatever it may be. So again, just realizing, and again, I cannot underscore this and say this enough, I know that what we're asking you to do is something that's extremely unique and extremely challenging at this time. But I know that you will respond, I know that you'll be professional, I know that you'll do your duty. We're going to make history with this, with our response, and you're going to be part of it. And then once again, you, just like everybody else, will have the opportunity to stand in a very long line of National Guard and militiamen that predates our country all the way back to before the founding of our republic. Be proud, do your jobs, be safe, be proficient in everything that you do. You are our ambassadors. You represent the entire team of the North Carolina National Guard when you go forward on a mission. Godspeed to every one of you. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you out as I go through my battlefield circulation and see you out doing the miraculous things that I know that you will do. I would like to perhaps address one thing, what we need right now, obviously, and I'm trusting that each and every one of you within the sound of this or hearing this have done everything that you can within your powers to prepare your families and your personal affairs so that you can indeed be unencumbered as you come forth and report for duty. We're going to have 2,800 of us on duty by this evening. And we're keeping a few who are going to stay in reserve because we know that there will be a long-term effect of this So thousands more will be on duty. So if you're not a part of the initial call up of this 2800, rest assured we'll be calling upon you soon. So maintain vigilance, maintain your readiness. Do everything you can to take care of, again, your families, your loved ones, your prized possessions, so that when we do make that phone call and you report to duty, you can totally focus on the job at hand. Once again, thank you. God bless each and every one of you. Always ready, ready team.